I do. Why? Because I understand sales. The theory of sales, psychology of sales. I understand the human psychology, human behavior, why we do what we don't want to do, why we do what we don't want to do, why we don't do what we want to do. I understand it because I've studied it about 25 years. Most people see me walking around, they don't know what I know. They don't know how much I know. Why? Because most erudite scientists, they can't look at you and tell you what kind of degree you got. If you graduated high school, I can't look at you and tell you got a master's, an associate, a PhD, a doctor. I can't do that. Nobody can. But here's what they do. Just like when I started, my friends would laugh at me. Didn't know I knew it because my other friends would tell me, Tim, writing a book. He think he gonna do this and this and this. I told them, I don't write a book, it's written. They just didn't see it because I hadn't put it out there. I didn't put it on YouTube or like that. I had been written a book. But people, they think, well, that's all I'm doing. No, that's not all I'm doing. I'm always doing something different. We got a credit business. You want money? Guess what? You want to go to the bank and get $10,000, $20,000, $50,000? I can show you how to do it. You gotta have credit. You know what people say? We're gonna go over some myths too. Have you ever heard they say credit is king? Yeah. Guess what it is? I'm gonna go over some myths. We're gonna break a whole lot of stuff out tonight. Guess what credit is? I'm gonna take that king off. Credit is calm. It's hard to go out and buy a $300,000 house, cash. But guess what? You go to the bank, they'll loan you the money. You know what I'm saying? But most people, oh, I'm getting $300,000, I'm gonna pay for it. Don't worry about that. You sit down with me and I'll show you. See, what we do is we go to the store and we pick up something. Look at the price. Oh man, it's $300. I can't afford that. Guess what you just did? You sent that signal out into the universe. Guess what the universe says? You can't afford it. Here's the difference between most people and me. I go and look at a shirt, a t-shirt. Cost you what, maybe $20? But go in some of these high dollar stores, Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. $150. Guess what most people do? They throw it down. Guess what I do? I look at that, $150. I wonder how can I own one of these stores? That's a higher level of thinking. So guess what? I don't have to own the store myself. I can get investors. I can get 10 people to invest $100,000. We need $1 million. We got $1 million. Guess what? We don't have to go in our pocket and pull out $100,000. Guess what we can do? Go to the bank. With your credit score, Mr. Williams, that's all you need, $100,000? That's all I need. Why? I got 900 friends. They got $100,000. We need $1 million. Whatever business, we want to get into real estate, whatever it is. Now we're getting into leveraging. Then I teach you how to scale. You know what I'm saying? So whatever business you want to start, this is the best time to start it. Let me tell you why. This is the easiest time in history to be successful. Because you can reach anybody within a few seconds. You can text them. I can take a picture of my book, anything, text it to them. Go to the website. Bam. Guess what's on the website? You can put your credit card in. You don't have to have a brick and mortar edifice. You don't have to have a building and put all these things in it. I don't care what kind of business it is. I'm talking to a guy, he's a barber. How to make money while you sleep. So he's looking at me like, how can I do that? I'm a barber. I don't care if you're cutting grass. I can show you how to make money while you sleep. Why? Because you have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have Instagram. We have all of these free platforms. And guess what we do? We get our phone and we just play on it. Your phone now is a computer. I run my business from my phone. I have guys overseas right now working. Right now. That's how I make money while I sleep. Because they're working. And then I'm asleep. So they build a website, they build whatever. Everything you see on my website, they built it. Bangladesh, they're in Romania, Pakistan, India, Nigeria. Whatever I need is at my fingertips. I don't have to have a building and put people in and put chairs and put tables, air conditioning, water. I don't need all that. Because I got this laptop. Most people just don't know how to do it. So I studied it. I studied from millionaires. I had about 5 that mentored me. And they taught me. They said, Tim, millionaires do not sign the back of a check. They sign the front of a check. So what you got to do is figure out how to pass checks out. and stop getting one check and signing it once a week. They say we get multiple checks, multiple times a day. And when they started mentoring me, they started changing my thinking. And see, what I had was an employee mentality. They said, Tim, we got to shift you from an employee mentality to a CEO mentality. And so that's where I started studying the mind. How do I do that? Because they started talking to me, and I'm like, okay, I don't get it. And so now I do get it. Because when I talk to anybody, I talk to you about your mind, the way your mind works. Just to give you an example, there are mechanics. Let's say they've been a mechanic 30 years. They can tell you everything about that engine. How to take it out, how to take it apart, how to put it back together, how to put it back in. Ask them one question, they'll be speechless. How does your mind work? Ask them another question, what does your mind look like? They'll be speechless. Guess what? Ask me that question. How does it work? Well, your thoughts penetrate time and space. Your mind is an electronic switching station. When you think about something, the thoughts go out. They're like boomerangs, then they come back. Guess what? Something I don't like to say that, it gives me chills. The universe loves speed. So when you think about something, whatever you want, it goes out and it comes back. So saying that to say this, let's say you look at something. Like let's say it's a shirt. It could be a $150,000 car. If you look at it and you say, man, I wonder how can I get that? The universe starts working. It puts people, places, and circumstances in front of you in events to where it will bring it about. So all you gotta do is take something in what they call reducer to ridiculous. Say, okay, how can I make $1,000 a month? I'm working a job, I can make $1,000 a month. And then you just keep reducing. Okay, now how can I take that and make $1,000 every 2 weeks, or every 3 weeks, or every week, then every day? You just keep going down. And see, that's what I did with my businesses. I did one like that. Wrote a book. That's a business. People will call me to speak because I wrote a book. So when I go, they say, Tim, we want 50 books. And then we're going to pay you $5,000 to speak. Okay. I don't have to bring 50 books. They go online and order. They go overnight. However long it takes me to get there. Guess what? When I get there, we got shirts. You want to buy my book? Guess what else they might want to buy? A shirt with my book on. You see what I'm saying? That's just the beginning. I have a credit business. Guess what? While I'm talking to you now, I have guys working. When somebody sign up and they do it, I get paid. That's leveraging. I'm leveraging my time. What did J. Paul Getty say? I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. But we haven't studied this. That's what I teach you how to do. Get 1% of 100, then just keep adding. Get a 1% of 1,000. Guess who did that? Walmart, Amazon, Facebook. We can keep going on and on and on. Right now, Walmart is sitting down on Facebook. Yeah. They trying to figure out how do we make Walmart.com do what Facebook is doing. Okay. Why? Because of the internet. That's where everybody's at. Everybody. You see people driving down the street, guess what? They driving like this. That's how they